Hey guys, thank you so much for checking me out yet again. I am coming back to you guys to share this divorce care journey. So this is officially day 3, but because I had company yesterday, we're gonna do day 2 and 3, okay? I didn't want you guys to miss a beat, and I didn't want to fast feed, and I didn't want to pretend, so we're gonna do this ish together, okay? So anyways, just to catch you up to speed, I started divorce care last Wednesday, which is a life group that my church has. If you don't know, I've been attending life groups literally probably for about the past 5-6 months. Wait, I'm pushing. I go weekly, so it seems like it's been that long, but probably about like 4 months, I want to say. I've been going about 4 months weekly, and the new year we just decided to, me and my girlfriend, we just decided to do a different life group, because we completed Grief Share, which was the other life group that deals with loss and everything, which I did share a couple of things about. Just an FYI, if you lost a loved one, I have some things and experiences and emotions that I've shared, stemming from the things that I've learned. Actually, these life groups have changed my life. My relationship with Christ, how I view God, who God is to me, just by attending these life groups. So now I'm just shopping around and going to different life groups and see what I can get out of it. And they have different life groups for every area in your life, literally. So right now I feel like, being that I'm going through a breakup, divorce care was the best thing for me, because I feel like being exposed to something that you have yet to experience, it's like prevention, you know what I mean? Not saying that that's technically a possibility of it happening, but learning from other experiences and hearing other stories helps me not to be so in a rush to marry someone. So anyway, I shared recently a video going through day 1. Okay, it will be in the description box, baby. You already know the deal. And today I'm going to share day 2 and 3. And we're going to do this together. So I'm going to read what I'm reading, and I'm going to answer the questions or do the exercises. And I would like for you to do the exercises with me. If you choose not to do the exercise, then just pay attention to my responses. There is no right or wrong. This is based on how you feel. Mind you, I have not even explored this book yet. Okay? I'm going along just as you are going along with me on video. Okay? So anywho, day 2, it's entitled, "It Hurts When People Judge Me." And it says, people are talking about you, acting differently around you, and sometimes judging you. And it hurts. What can you do about it? All right, so to answer that question, about people judging you, if you watched the video when I revealed that I was going through the video when I revealed that I was no longer getting married, and I mentioned in that video that I was a little apprehensive about sharing that with you guys, because I was a little concerned about what people are going to think. Like, oh my gosh, she was up here screaming this and that and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, it's like, my truths are my truths. And I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to pretend I'm perfect. I'm not trying to pretend I don't get hurt. I haven't got hurt. I'm not trying to pretend I had this great relationship, based off of ex-girlfriends or baby moms or their family that watch me. I'm not finna fake for nobody, period. Because a lot of those people that fake for everybody are the ones battling it the most. You know what I mean? And I feel like I share everything else with you guys, so it is what it is. So in regards to it hurting, yeah, it hurts when people judge, you know, clown you or whatever the case may be. It's like a little attack only because it's some truth to it, which is the fact of it didn't work. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it just don't matter. You know what I mean? Like, what God has for you, as long as you're open and available and ready for that, like, then what they gonna say? People gonna always find something to say, okay? Period. So here's God's message to you. And I quote, coming from Psalms 31. And you know, in that video, I was a little slurry, a little tipsy. Let me sit to that anyway. I'm not tipsy now. I'm drinking something completely different. I'm a Chardonnay and Pinot Gris girl, and I'm sipping something else. I don't even know what it is. But anywho, I was up there talking about Psalms 31, virtuous woman. I really meant Proverbs. I knew when I said it, I'm like, what the freak? Like, why doesn't it connect? Because I'm reading out the scripture, and I'm like, this doesn't sound like virtuous woman. This is totally not it, and I know I'm pointing out something incorrect, so that's my bad. And I'm glad that it gave me an opportunity to correct that now. So Proverbs 31 is the virtuous woman, okay? Anywho, back to this. God's message to you. I am despised by my neighbors. Even my friends are afraid to come near me. When they see me on the street, they run the other way. I am ignored as if I were dead, as if I were a broken pot. This is coming from Psalms 31, 11 through 12, New International Version. So the question asks, what is David experiencing in Psalms 31, 11 and 12? He's experiencing embarrassment, you know what I mean? He feels like everyone is looking at him and judging him, and he feels like he's beneath, you know. He says, I am ignored as if I were dead, as if I were a broken pot. And I definitely been there, you know what I mean, within a relationship. Not even just judging from other people. I felt that way being in my relationship. I felt as though I was being ignored. You know, the things that I wanted was being ignored. My priorities were being ignored, you know. It was a lot of that. So I did feel as though I was a broken pot within my relationship. And I'm pretty sure anyone that's experiencing a separation, a divorce, or a breakup can pretty much say the same thing. You know, if you're at this point where I am, you know, at some point in the relationship, you begin to feel ignored. In what ways can a person in a divorce or separation relate to David's experience? I just shared that. No recapping. Rewind. Number 3, it goes on to say in Psalms 31, 14 through 15, but I trust in you, Lord. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hands. Deliver me from the hands of my enemies, from those who pursue me. The Lord preserve those who are true to him, but the proud he pays back in full. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. My bad, tongue twister. I gotta read that again and slower. But I trust in you, Lord. I say, you are my God. My times are in your hands. Okay. Deliver me from the hands of my enemies, from those who pursue me. The Lord preserves those who are true to him. But the proud he pays back in full. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. So then it goes on to say, even though David cannot see the solution or ending to his immediate problems, how does he deal with the situation? List everything you can find in the above verse. He is sharing some specific ideas. So the first thing that David shares is the fact that he trusts in God. You know, he cast that burden onto him. You know what I mean? And for me, when I knew that I wanted to walk away, but I wasn't quite ready, and I knew what I was experiencing in my life, that was something I cast to God. I trusted God to get me out of that situation because I was in a situation before. He got me out of that and many other situations, plenty of other times. You know what I mean? And if you haven't tried God, just try it. Try it. Put him up to the challenge because he loves a little challenge, okay? Because he works in big ways. So when you put your trust in the Lord, he really, really do, you know, cover you and guide you and lead you to a better place. You know what I mean? Another thing that he pointed out is he wanted to be delivered from the hands of his enemies. Did you ever feel like in your relationship that you were sleeping with the enemy? Like your biggest enemy is the person you're laying side by side with. I, for sure, have. Okay? I definitely have. And that goes along with the other day when I said that, you know, I used to beg and cry and ask God to please remove this love I had from him. You know what I mean? Because I didn't look at him as a friend. You know what I mean? Like if I'm with you and you're betraying me, you are now my enemy. And I need to remove myself from this situation. So deliver me from the hands of my enemies. And that also goes along with the trolls, the scrolls, the family members, the baby mamas, her family, all of y'all. It goes along with that. At this point, y'all are all enemies. You know what I mean? And not that y'all ever had a hold of me. But I do put my life out here on a silver platter. And I feel like when you make yourself more vulnerable to those who don't really know you, you know what I mean? They just know of you and already decided in their mind they're not going to like you. They feel as though they have the upper hand, and in a sense they do, because they know more about you and the way you think and the way your thought process is versus the other way around. But I'm here to tell you, not only will he deliver you from the hands of your enemies, but he will also prepare a table, okay, in the presence of your enemies. Okay, so just remember those keynotes. And it says the Lord preserve those who are true to him. Y'all, I'm not here to fake a front for nobody. Like nobody. If I'm not true to myself, then I'm definitely not true to God. You know what I mean? Because God is all knowing. And I have to be real with myself in order to be real with anyone else. And the number one person I need to be real with is God, because he's the only one that's going to direct me out of whatever situation that I am in. You know what I mean? So it's best to be true to the Lord. Like, not lukewarm. I did a video on that as well. I am who I am. You know what I mean? I'm true to myself. I'm not perfect. I don't scream perfect. I don't practice all this other type of stuff that most preachers and church-going people do. I am not that way. I am just Christian, a sinner saved by grace, trying to make it as a single mom, period. Like, my only goal and focus is success at this point and successfully raising my children. I'm a mother of 4, so I'll sip to that. So I believe in the blessings that I do have. I feel like in the mercy that I have is because, one of the reasons is because I am true to the Lord. You know what I mean? I'm not hiding my feelings from God, and I feel like it's unnecessary to hide how you feel from someone who knows how you feel. Okay? He knew before you felt those feelings. Okay? So like, every emotion that I feel, that I come across, I express that to God. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. I make those things known because he already knows it. And when you form that relationship with him, you are saying, here's the keys. I trust you, God. You can navigate. All right. And he says he pays back the proud in full. The proud is the boastful. The proud is the one that are too prideful to humble thyself. Honestly, in relationships, a lot of times they do not work because I'm hiding my fupa. But a lot of times they do not work because somebody is too prideful. It may be two people, it may be one. That definitely was a biggie. You know what I mean? Something that's so simple to correct. But stubborn people, prideful people gets nowhere. And it's very hard being in a relationship with somebody that's stubborn and prideful. You know what I mean? And what the words say? Pay them back in full. Nothing you can do about it. Okay? And at the end of the day, he's saying, be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Just be strong. Continue to keep pushing. Everything that is happening, okay, is going to be ultimately working in your favor. Or it's not going to go unpunished. Or, wait, that was so wrong. It's not going to go punished. Because I say that because a few weeks ago at my job, I was talking to this young lady. She's like 10 years younger than me, 10 years younger than me. And, you know, she was having a rough time. And long story short, you know, her and her man end up breaking up. And being that I know what she's going through and I've been through that and worse, you know what I mean? I was able to, I didn't look at it like anything, but I was able to, you know, just comfort her in her time of need from an empathy standpoint. You feel me? And it made it seem like, you know, she was like way thankful. Like it was shocking me. Like, no, you're fine. Like, she's just like, no, thank you. Oh my God. Like, you really helped out a lot. You know, she's crying, and it just touched my heart because in that moment I realized like it wasn't in vain. You know what I mean? Like, I went through all of this and it wasn't all for nothing. Not all. You know what I mean? It didn't go down the drain. I was able to use what I went through to help another young lady who now has the opportunity for the rest of her life to make a decision that will be a lot differently than mine while she still has a chance. You feel me? And just knowing that I serve that purpose in this young lady's life made me appreciate what I just came from. You feel me? So at the end of the day, be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Okay? It's not all in vain, and it don't last always. All right, so it says, remember, find safe people to share with. I literally believe that they say that because, like, y'all mother effers is so, like, y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear. Y'all are very selective. Y'all have selective hearing. Y'all have selective people that y'all watch on YouTube. I do too, but, like, it's like if one of your favorite popular YouTubers say it, she gets all the praise, everything's all good, oh yeah, you go girl. But then there's somebody minute like me, and then it's like, what is she talking about? Is she on something, this, that, and the third? Like, y'all need to chill out. Y'all may not be the safest place to share this with, but I'm here to help those who have absolutely nobody. Okay, who don't even have the opportunity to attend a divorce care counseling or whatever the case may be, who only has this phone and watching this channel right now. Okay, that's what I'm here for. So F y'all. Okay, Yeah, so it just goes on to say, like, you don't have to worry at divorce care of anybody judging you or anything like that. Like, so on and so forth. So that was day 2. And I think I'll do a completely separate video for day 3 because I don't want this to be super long. So tune in for part 2 for day 3. All right, so peace of love and harmony, and be blessed.